Good afternoon. This is Bronna Francis at KVAC with the Ripple Effects program. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the ripple effects, the whole spectrum, and we'll go through some pieces and a few videos that you will have for your information. And if you're just beginning with the ripple effects program, or if you're an old hand at it, this might still be some help for you. The whole spectrum learning system, and these are some of the pieces that are part of the ripple effects program. And we're going to watch a little video here that you can kind of gives you an idea of how the program will look.
Ripple Effects, a research-based, tech-enabled tool set to address non-academic factors in school success.
I actually had a little bit of a pro-family problem.
I have a lot of anger.
And it was very depressing for me.
I was rebelling from authority and stuff like that. Like if I was getting in trouble, they was like, come on, let's go do the ripple effect. And every time it would teach me something different.
On Ripple Effect, I did put him on learning styles. In the classroom, and I couldn't believe it. He's standing in a group telling them, go to page. When she comes to the door, she says, Miss Graham, what did you do to him?
It built me up stronger mentally.
Informed by principles of universal design for learning, the Ripple Effects system includes
an engaging, self-regulated multimedia whole-spectrum learning system, a library of content, more than 100,000 multimedia elements covering 700 topics, assessment tools at the group and individual levels, an expert system to precisely match specific best practice to individual needs,
and a data management system to enable greater accountability.
Here's how it works. Each of the hundreds of topics begins with a scenario and discussion question about a real-life challenge. Then users can explore the topic in the following ways: a cognitive framework, step-by-step behavioral training, effective motivation through emotionally compelling, true video stories, video-based peer modeling, transfer training opportunities with friends and family, media analysis, sports settings, and role plays, journal writing, disguised as an animated opening brain. Word prompts assist learners who have low writing skills. Password protection and encryption safeguard student confidentiality. Profiles. These are interactive self-assessments, printable narrated reports with graphics, assessment of concept mastery, through interactive games designed to bring every student to mastery. A point system tracks student progress in mastering key skills and information.
research has been an important part of the development of our technology at every step of the process. 1,000 theoretical constructs developed by researchers in hundreds of settings around the world have informed the design of the learning platform, the library of content, and the logic model. Expert advisors vetted different areas of content. NIH and foundation-funded research measured implementation fidelity and program efficacy, with dramatic positive impact on grades, behavior, and resiliency assets, including rates above 95% for voluntary use to address personal issues like abuse or alcoholic parent. Both academic research and earned wisdom of ordinary people, including student users, is what has made these results possible. Ripple effects. Learner-directed, evidence-based, engaging, personalized, effective.
So that is a very good tutorial that you can look at to see how the Ripple Effects program will help your students. If you have this program in your school, and we have over 70 schools that have the programs through KVAC, and they're also on the website are ways that you can purchase this program if you don't already have it. This video is about the data collection, and we'll just show a little bit of it to give you an idea of what you can do. It tells you how to import youth group, records, creating youth accounts, And all of these steps that I'm going through with the data collection, you can find this on your website, ripplekentucky.org. Creating staff and admin accounts. You have an admin password for your administrators, your teachers, and your students, or user ID, and then those students and teachers will create their own passwords. You can customize topics for students. You can block certain topics that you think may not be appropriate for your students. You can create an individual playlist for your students. Group playlist, if you were doing small group or large group. For instance, if you want to do bullying with a whole group, you could create a playlist with that included. And this is the first time, or if you're a former user, if you're already in the system, you can go ahead and log in here. And it goes through adding topics to the playlist, how to do that, how to retrieve your login information and reset your passwords, how to update and edit your youth's records. And this is something that we have a pilot program we're using in Magoffin County in 3 classrooms with Bouncy, and hopefully we'll get a lot of Bouncies out there in the pre-K and first grade classrooms. There's threw Bouncy in there so everybody could get to look at him.
Watch this for help with the program. To get out of this, use the Close Help button.
To start, pick the Topics, Keys, or Playlist button at the top.
For topics, scroll down the list or click on the letters to see them. When you find one you like, click on it.
Use the Keys button to learn about 5 key skill sets you can practice to help you in life and at school.
Playlist shows a list of topics your teacher has chosen just for you. Pick when to get started or ask your teacher where they want you to begin. If you don't see any topics, don't worry. A teacher just hasn't set it up yet.
You're on a topic when you see a picture of a kid dealing with that challenge. From here, you can click on any lit up button at the bottom of the screen to find out more. If a button isn't lit up, there's nothing there. Try a lit up one.
There are facts, instructions, true stories of other kids, videos showing you how to do stuff, a place to write your thoughts, role plays, and interactive games.
You reach the games through the profile and got it buttons when they're lit up.
You get points for doing the games. To find out how many you have, click on the scorecard.
Use the hide button if you don't want anyone to see what you're doing.
Use the retrace arrows to go back to where you were.
If you see the audio button, it means you won't automatically hear what's written in the box unless you click on it. Use the skip ahead arrow to skip ahead. When you see underlined words, you can click on them to find out more. If you want to start a screen again, click on the button you're on again.
That's it. No matter what button you push, you can't make a mistake. You can do them in any order. Have fun.
Those are good little snippets of videos that will help your students understand how to use the program. Guidelines for designing individualized or targeted group intervention prevention plans, a multi-session. Research to date shows that 3.5 to 4 hours of content aimed toward one outcome learning objective. This is 12 to 14 topics. That's 12 to 14 lessons. Allow time for personal exploration. Those 12 to 14 lessons can be structured to the configuration that best matches the technology, staffing that you have, or time constraints, and your intervention objectives. This program is also excellent for RTI. Topics that take an average 10 to 20 minutes to complete. One 30-minute session generally allows time to cover one topic and for personal student-directed exploration. Direct and encourage the youth to choose one out of every 4 tutorials based on their own interest, and the rest being assigned by the implementer. This can be translated into 1 or more sessions per week. The only constraint is that sessions be spread out enough to allow youth opportunities to practice and internalize what they're learning. Some youth in special ed or similar settings will require more intensive skill building in targeted areas beyond the 12 to 14 lessons. These youth might have 2 or more targeted intervention plans over the course of a year, and it just depends on your students. It is a very individualized program. Select topics from the scope and sequence in the implementation manuals found at this website and on Kentucky, ripplekentucky.org. You will find those icons that you can click on. This is just a note for oppositional defiant or other youth who present in non-compliant. Recommend more emphasis on putting youth in the driver's seat, as not to try to force a student with oppositional defiant behaviors to do a program or to make them think that you are telling them what to do and what they need to do. You put the child in the driver's seat to activate the use of the self-determination and control to engage. For example, create a list of 20 topics and have the youth choose the topics they might think that they think might be most beneficial to them. Proven to raise grades, increase empathy, and to reduce dropout rates. Well, we know students who feel better about themselves are emotionally stable or are more apt to want to come to school, and those dropout rates will be reduced. And a lot of times the behavior keeps students from reaching their potential and having academic success. So use the ripple effects for teens to promote positive school climate and prevent the problems before they start. In character education and social emotional learning curricula, use ripple effects as a personalized freestanding program or as a lesson-to-lesson supplement to other evidence-based programs. Use ripple effects for teens to provide targeted prevention in dozens of areas. You can use it as a standalone curriculum for violence and bullying prevention, prevention of biased activity, pregnancy prevention, alcohol, tobacco abuse, prevention of academic failure, or use as a supplement to other prevention programs. You can also use ripple effects for teens to provide individualized indicated intervention, whether as a part of the PBIS or your RTI framework, your in-school suspension, or special ed, your alternative education, academic support. Ripple effects is an unparalleled, proven, effective, culturally responsive way to provide personalized supportive interventions to students at a far less cost than other student support services. If you have questions about the ripple effects, or if you're not sure your school has it, you can call me or you can email me. But it is an excellent program for your students, and it's individualized, or you can use it as a group. It's for all students, not special ed students only. It's for every student in your school. 2 through 5, grades 2 through 5 is the kids part. 6 through 12 is the teens part. So I want to thank you for watching this video, and this is Bronna Francis at KVEC. See you from the holler. Bye.